on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. But first, stay on this one. So, I think this is going to be, a pretty decent video, right? Decently important one at that. So, a lot of y'all, obviously, as we live in America, y'all own one of these fine rifles, the AR-15. Now, a lot of people, what they like about the AR-15 or the AR platform as a whole is the fact that it is extremely customizable. You can customize one extremely easily. Now, a lot of people, when they start customizing their ARs, they kind of wonder, they're like, okay, where should I start with the customization and why should I do so? So I'm going to go ahead and explain why I believe you should, at least why you should customize this specific part. What part you should change out or upgrade, if you would be a better way to phrase it. What part of your AR-15 you should upgrade first and why? Now, for starters, of course, safety. You guys can see no mag, clear. Yep, we're good. All good. So, oh, there we are. Finger slipped. This it's kind of funny too, because this is actually the piece that I'm going to be referring to today. The first piece I believe you should upgrade is your charging handle. And why do I think you should upgrade your charging handle first? Well, the thing is that with a majority of ARs comes this standard, regular charging handle right here. Really can only be operated through one side. As you can see, there's no wedge for me to operate that little, you see what I'm saying? Bam. However, if you get something like this, an ambi charging handle, I can operate it one side, the other side, both. This you can only operate on one side or by grabbing both sides. And it is extremely, whether people want to admit it or not, it is extremely annoying to deal with. Now, I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Of course, I'm going to have to, in order to do that, do a little field strip off camera because I'm installing a new piece on there. Not new, but, YouTube doesn't like when we do stuff like that. So, make sure. There we are. There we are. Now we have the standard charging handle on. You can see here, not as much room to grab onto as, for example, the Radium Raptor charging handle. Just not as comfortable to operate. I can operate it from that side. Can't do anything from this side. I can grab both, but overall, it's just nowhere near as comfortable or as easy to operate at that. And that's something I feel a lot of people don't realize. You want that to be a really easy and quick thing for you to do. If you have to rack the charging handle when you're in the middle of a gunfight or a situation where you're about to be in a gunfight, you don't want to worry about accidentally grabbing the wrong side, not exactly operating, the lever enough, not grabbing maybe right here, you grab right there, even though it's on the side where the wedge is, nothing's going to happen unless you operate the wedge. You see what I mean? Let me go ahead and put my standard. Let me put my charging handle back on there because I really do not like this one on here. Give me 1 second. Damn charging handle keeps falling in because of gravity. Because I have to do it at this weird angle so I don't get no problems from YouTube for technically showing people how to operate and put in new pieces of firearms. There we are. Lot better. Lot better. On top of being so much easier to operate, it is just generally speaking much smoother to have when you have a charging handle that is much wider. As you can see, the difference on the wings of the charging handle is absolutely insane. You can see there's a very huge difference here. You can see that overall It's going to be easier even on the edge for you to get a hold of. Overall, I think this is a very good first upgrade for an AR-15. I think overall, especially if you're new to the AR-15 world, like I'm not 100% new to them. I've had my AR for well over a year now. That's not necessarily my issue. I mean, technically, compared to a lot of y'all, that is extremely new. But regardless, I think it's a good place to start because it's not going to be super expensive for you to get something that's semi good. I mean, the Radiant Raptor charging handle, my wife got me as was that a Valentine's Day gift? Babe, the charging handle, was that a Valentine's Day gift? It was either that or a birthday gift. It was around that time. My birthday is like a month after Valentine's Day almost. So you can see where there's a little bit of confusion. My whole point though is that it was like $70. And I will say right now, even with this, even with this added vertical grip on here, this charging handle still is probably my favorite upgrade that I've gotten on here so far. Now, granted, I haven't had too much done to this AR, obviously, so I mean, it's not like I can say there's, it has much competition. However, perhaps down the line, when I do add more things to my AR, as I said, I plan on getting a red dot on there, I plan on adding a light on there. Who knows? Maybe it won't be my favorite upgrade that I have, but overall, I think it so far is going to be your best bet on where you should start. Now, of course, doesn't work. Now, back to what I was saying. These will come with your gun. If you get a complete upper, these will come with your gun. Now, of course, I mean, you might not get a complete upper. Some of y'all might just get an incomplete upper where you have to get a charging handle in a bolt carrier group. If that's the case, by all means, just go straight for the Radiant Raptor charging handle. Go for something that has larger wings. That's an ambi charging handle. That's going to be so much easier for you to operate. However, if you're just buying the rifle as a whole, these will come with it. Are these the worst? No. Are these the best? No. Overall, would I recommend keeping them? It just depends on what you have going on. If you're dirt broke, I don't recommend putting your priority as upgrading your charging handle. However, I can say right now that if you got 50, 60, 70 bucks extra, you can get yourself a pretty nice charging handle and ditch this almost useless thing. But with that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I knew it wasn't going to be a very long video. However, I think I gave some, decently good reasons as to why I feel the charging handle should be the first thing you upgrade on your AR-15 and why. Overall, getting an ambi charging handle makes the gun easier to operate as a whole, whether it's one side, the other side, both sides at the same time. I accidentally just spit a little bit there. But regardless of that, as I was saying, overall easier to operate. Overall, honestly, looks a lot better too. And not that expensive. It's not expensive to get a good charging handle. So I think I gave some pretty good reasons as to why I believe that the charging handle should be the first thing you upgrade. With that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And whether or not you agree with me about the charging handle being the first thing you should upgrade on your AR-15, go ahead and comment down below why or why not. I'm curious as to why, considering I know a lot of people who watch my channel have owned AR-15s much longer than I have. With that being said, y'all make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.